Morning guys, it's Monday. Actually heading to it's 8 o'clock now. Actually heading to Darley Moor to do a TT, which is a bit of a rare one. 6 years since Spin Day has been live. There's only been like one or two events, both junior events at Darley Moor. So there might have been events in the past there, but it's a bit of a rare one. And I saw the event code pop up, and I was like, oh, that'll be a good one because. See how fast you can do it on a TT bike, and good practice for closed circuit champs, which is right at the end of the year. And then for around 9, you have some time to warm up on course. So see how the corners feel on the TT bike, and then I'm scratch rider again, so 10:30 start. So yeah, get out there, see how it is. It's a nice day for it at the moment. Sunny and dry. Has been raining yesterday, but we've had so little rain, it's probably dried out a lot. It is going to be windy and then the rain will start falling, but it's only light rain today, so should be absolutely fine. And yeah, looking forward to it. Good old Darley Moor. Bloody windy, not surprised. A few extra considerations. Have to put my number on before we got warm-up session, which is for another 20 minutes until 9:45. So I'll get the bike ready, get on circuit, do a couple of laps, see what the corner's like on the TT bike. Like prisoning, mate. Got an ankle monitor on, so there's some extra gubbins we have to put on the bike, but yeah, sort that out. I'll admit it was primarily my fault for not getting here earlier, but yeah, I managed to get one lap in, and all I found out is it's windy and I need to stay wide at the hairpin at the top. I have a tendency to cut in early, and I did it on my one lap, so just stay wide for that. And yeah, still need to, I put my number on just so I could go on circuit because it's run by this different company, so they've got a bunch of weird rules. Get my skin suit on and all that jazz, and actually get ready to go. So I've got 36 minutes, so no warm-up day. Any aero benefit of the overshoes is negated by my ankle monitor, like I'm out on parole. Let's put this silly thing on as well. That was a bit of a weird event, I'll be honest. No! Punished for my lack of skills going around a corner. Still got second. Yeah, did 20 minutes 48 seconds, so second slowest 10-mile TT of my life. But you know, it's Darley Moor. It's mega windy. It's like you're just tanking so much speed into the headwind. And yeah, so 20:48. The winner did 20:43, so put 5 seconds into me. But I had a really nice chat with him. He's a really nice guy. He wasn't on my radar, but yeah, fair play to him. And yeah, we just had a bit of a nerd out about courses and what we're planning for the year. So yeah, hopefully see him at a few more events during the rest of the season. But yeah, it was just a bit of a weird event in general. Like the organisation of it was just a bit strange. Oh guys, you're doing this. Okay, you're doing this. Oh, you need to put your number on. It's like it just wasn't as chill, and like you need to kind of we're used to just like getting our number, getting in the zone, getting ready. And then you race. But then there was all these extra little steps we had to go through, and it was just like getting me a bit stressed out. It's just like I didn't have time for a warm up, and it's just like fucking hell, barely made it to starting time. I had to walk. They made us walk along this gravel path because they hadn't thought about like how you're going to get to the start really. So you had to walk along this gravel path. You weren't allowed to ride along it, so I was walking like a penguin on my heels to not fuck up my speed plate cleats because they're so bloody expensive. It could have been a really good event if they advertised it more and they just thought some of the things through a bit better. And like the timing chip on your ankle, it's just a bit strange. But yeah, overall, it was a decent outing, and it's always windy, so on a windy day, it's not going to be fast. But yeah, head home now, and then might do some zone 2. I don't know, see how I feel, but yeah. Felt like I was doing so many watts as well. Like I was just looking at my power meter, and I'm like, I'm flying. Like I'm doing 450 the whole time. Coming off the gas into the corner, then you're coasting a little bit through the corner, or if you're pedaling, you're not pedaling very hard. You're not on the gas through the corner. It's definitely an over-under session, and my average power wasn't very good. But I'll see what it looks like when I get home, when I look into the data in more detail. It's like my first time trial again. I win a bottle of wine. Just some random bottle of wine. No idea if it's any good. Just give it to the parents. See what they think. It was a painful drive home. Like, it's quarter to 2 now. Like, it must have taken me at least an hour and a half to get home. It's like, Darley Moor, it's the close. It's my local circuit. There's always a fucking pain in the ass getting there because you have to go through the Peak District. Whereas you can go somewhere further away and you just go on the motorway and it's fine. Obviously, not much training today. We're just doing a 10-miler, but I'm just wiped out. I'm just dead from that drive home. Have something proper to eat and then decide if I'm gonna do anything else. I mean, it's a nice day. I mean, I was originally planning on riding the TT bike around. The weather was meant to turn for the worse, but looks like it's been absolutely fine. So should have just brought more fuel and been out there because I only brought enough like fueling for the TT itself. I didn't bring any for afterwards for if I wanted to do a ride. Could have done that and then head back an hour later, get an hour of work done on some flatter roads out in south of the Peak District and rather than and then head home. But like I say, I thought the weather was going to be bad, but whatever. Yeah, I'm back everything now. Now, I've been extremely nerdy today. I built a spreadsheet to kind of work out how James Richards beat me yesterday. There's obviously a limitation in my abilities, and if I can work out what went wrong, then maybe I can learn from it. So the obvious thing would be, I just need to work on my cornering. But comparing how I did, yes, I think I went slightly wrong with one of the corners, but we were pretty neck and neck for a lot of the ride. It wasn't like I was putting time into him on the straights and then losing time on the corners. We were taking time back and forth off each other pretty much all the race. I mean, I started out in the lead and then he took the lead and pretty much maintained it, but the gap was getting smaller going out again. So it wasn't just as black and white as, I just need to improve my cornering. Like it clearly wasn't as straightforward as that. I think the conditions might have changed during the event as well. So James set off 15 minutes before I did. The Darley Moor has two like pedaling wide corners and one hairpin where you definitely have to coast through it. I was actually making up time on the hairpin for quite a few of the laps, but that was after losing a bunch of time into the tailwind. He was also definitely taking the corner before the tailwind. He was taking that with much more speed, so he was getting up to speed a lot faster and a faster speed in the tailwind section. Of the three corners at Darley Moor, the one I felt like I was doing best at yesterday, so the one I was able to pedal through consistently in the tri-bars, was probably the corner I was actually doing worst at. So I was doing okay at the hair. I was holding my own at the hairpin. Same with the corner after that. Even though James said he was in the tri-bars for that corner, I was coming out into the base bar every time, but it was pretty negligible. Like I wasn't really losing time on that corner very often. It was actually the pedaling corner where he was able to really keep on the gas through that corner and get up to speed, whereas I was staying in the tri-bars at least, but I was like soft pedaling through the corner, like dropping to like 200 to 300 watts rather than 400 plus. So yeah, really interesting stuff. And I'm like I say, as I titled my Strava, he won fair and square. I don't think it was as straightforward as I had a limitation that I was bad at cornering. Yeah, he was just better than me on the day, which is interesting. Good to see, and hopefully see him at some more events. I mean, I was telling him like, you should definitely do the nationals this year. He was like, oh no, some of them are quite far to get to, and I'm like, mate, especially the 25 in Cambridgeshire, just get booked in for it and I'll see you there. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I was going back and forth on the idea, but I've decided I'm gonna get out for a TT threshold session today rather than doing it on the turbo. It rained a lot yesterday and it's definitely damp this morning. It feels damp in the air, so the roads might be a little bit slick, but I'll just be careful and see how it is. And yeah, you need to. It's the same with riding in the crosswinds. You need to be able to ride in damp conditions or even the rain. So yeah, happy to get out and have a go at a session. So I've got a bit of a route planned where it's kind of going to be, rather than a 40-minute threshold effort, it's probably going to be more like 2 by 20 minutes because there's downhill in the middle. So I'm just going to be going uphill. Then I've got this downhill section that might take 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll do that first 20-minute effort around threshold, see what I'm feeling like for the downhill, if I want to push it on the downhill at all, like because it's a nice shallow gradient. You can pedaling downhill, so I can probably push tempo on it. I wouldn't be pushing threshold, but could push tempo on the downhill for a lot of it, and then come back up the hill, do another 20 minutes at threshold. So yeah, big effort, and yeah, should be good. Also testing out putting the water bladder down there, fueling from the water bladder, the arm warmers, so I can run the bladder hose out through my hand, and then just sip from the hand, and then also have sugar water in the Trinity bottle. That's what I'm planning for Sunday for the RTTC Circuit Champ. Get out on the road, see how it is. Having a baby. It's having a spider baby. White shoes, black socks. I feel like that's the rarest combo. Probably the hardest to pull off too. Just finished my session. So it was 48 minutes and 350. That had a big descent in the middle where I had to coast for a lot of it. Quite a few sections of not pedaling. So yeah, decent thresholdy effort. Nice to do it outside. Decent day for it. Windy, but not too windy. Roads have been pretty dry, to be honest, so it's not like it's sketchy at all. Heading back now. Good stuff. Getting it done. A little bit humid, but sun's come out and it's looking like a lovely day now. And I think it's all right. Going to be all right for the rest of the week, and the circuit champs at the weekend. So yeah, good average speed for Sheffield. That like 33 km an hour. Water bladder down the front of the skin suit worked all right. I think the hose might have got pinched at some points, and therefore like you're not able to get the water through it. So I might try just having it poking out the top of the skin suit, and maybe the hose doesn't get pinched. Nice little 20-minute unilateral gym session there. So just I took the reps I did last week, and then I just did half the number of sets. So 2 sets of Bulgarian split squats, 2 sets of single leg deadlifts, 2 sets of single leg hip thrust, 2 sets of toes to bar core exercise. So yeah, nice little deload session because I have been getting DOMs for the past few weeks. So take a bit of a chill session this week, and then my legs would be fine by the weekend, but just keep it nice and steady. Still warm in here, not as warm as the previous weeks, but half the session compared to them. But yeah, still warm in here, but nice little 20-minute sesh. Yo, James just tanked my spin data ranking. Didn't even rate it as that good a performance from him. It was pretty much in line with the races he's done already this year. So it didn't even give him a better rating. Interesting. I wasn't the biggest loser. Jacob Story tanked points. It's almost like your spin data ranking doesn't actually matter. Never mind my ranking. There's this ex-professional rower, or maybe he's still a professional rower. He started doing some time trials and started dialing in his time trial position called Matt Rossiter, and man's just beasting it. So yeah, man's cracking on with it, and just his good word at same sort of time that course record that Jamie Witcher got a couple of weeks ago. You guys, it's Thursday. Starting out by playing around with the micro adjust with the SRAM setup because I haven't got perfect shifting. So played around with it again, and I've changed my micro adjust, and it's shifting better. I'm still getting an issue on the fifth largest gear where it doesn't like this gear. So I don't know if maybe the teeth are a bit more worn on that gear. But it doesn't like getting into that gear. Also, the 10 tooth, I think it's a 10 tooth and 11 tooth. It struggles with those ones. So I'll either only be able to get into the 11 tooth, which is probably where I want to be. I probably don't even want to use the 10 tooth, or it will overshoot the 11, go to the 10. But then I could shift back to the 11. I've got it shifting well for the rest of the cassette, and I'm confident with how it's shifting now. So it also shifts better in the little ring. It still struggles with this middle gear, but generally much better. And I know when it's gonna struggle to get into gear. It's just for two settings. So just aware of that. So I was just going on the rollers, changing the micro adjust on the SRAM app, and yeah, happy with it. So go do a session on the turbo today. Just get some good zone 2 miles in on the TT bike. Also have a look at the position. Yeah, I forgot to adjust the roller height, so did end up fucking up the burning up the carpet for the first few minutes. I was like, why is the resistance so high on it? I'm burning through carpet, that's why. Silly on me. Right, gonna play around with the setup. Gonna remove 1 centimetre of spacer. Also move the pads down, so it clears this gap there. Yeah, just a bit of a shorter reach, then I can get further backwards in the saddle, because I'm like slipping forward, slipping off the sit bones, moving onto the soft tissue. So I want the reach to be a bit shorter. This is kind of as short as I can go with the reach, unless I move to a smaller arm pad cup. Thought I'd just be able to bash that out in 20 minutes, but yeah, it took a bit over an hour. Had to do some jiggery pokery, add an extra washer to just because of the bolt that it's sitting into. But yeah, shorten the poles by 1 centimetre, and then move the pads down a little bit further, because otherwise this gap was getting too small. So yeah, let's see how it rides. Getting it done. Micro heat session. Riding on the turbo with the jersey on, because I've been practicing what it's like sipping water from the bladder. Having it just pop out the neck seems a lot better rather than running it down the arm. And yeah, popped off the cover at the end. Don't need that. I just pop it up, pop it down for sealing it off. So yeah, go ahead and do that for Sunday. Run about 1 litre, maybe 1.5 litres tops. And then also sugar water in the Trinity bottle. Probably smash a bunch of Haribos beforehand too. Muggy one today, Jesus. It's like fine mist of rain. Pretty warm. Didn't expect it to be like this, to be honest, but we're out here now, so see if I get my 3 hours done. First wet one on the nice new road bike. Give him a clean afterwards. Must be what it's like when it rains in Australia or Thailand. Not nearly as muggy as you get there, but same sort of vibe. Humidity training is the next frontier. Forget heat training nonsense. I'm not fucking with that this year, I don't think. Tried out for a little 45 minutes in the middle there, but the rain has returned. Good old Aussie slop. It's a slop, mate. Like a drenched rat out here. Oh, good fun. So maximal fatigue test. RPE 8, time to exhaustion 12 minutes maybe. Feeling pretty tired. Doing a bit of heavy legs, but yeah, do a 15-minute tempo now. See how that is. Maybe do another effort, sort of a little effort. But yeah. Just good to spin the legs out pre-race tomorrow. 15-minute tempo done, and yeah, that'll do me for my openers. Yeah, pretty heavy legs, but doesn't really say much about tomorrow. Just get a good stretch in tonight, chill out, and yeah, hopefully have a good race. Thought it was warm in here. Core sensors actually responded for it. 37.8. Morning guys, it's Sunday. Early start for me. It's 5:30 now. Got like 4:20. Actually stayed over in Leicester last night at my auntie's, and breaks up the journey a little bit because I'm heading to Worcester for RTTC Circuit Champs. Get out there, see how it is. I've got a 9:04 start, so it's an early one. So yeah, I need to get there nice and early. It's another hour and a half drive, but breaking up the journey like this means I've got an hour and a half this morning rather than 2.5 hours from Sheffield, so it makes it a little bit easier, and crack on with it, get there and see what's what. Apparently there's some gravel on part of the course, but see what they're saying about that when we get to HQ. Just before 7 in the AM, and yeah, we arrived. So looking forward to it. First national numbers of the year. There we go, good on no pins. Right, just about ready. 15 minutes till the start, so I'll get out on the road, do a little bit of a spin, and then crack on with it. So got the water bladder with about a litre, just in case it could get hot today and an hour and a half out on the road. Like I might need it. Worst case scenario, I don't drink from it. Got sugar water in the bottle. Knocked back a bunch of sugar water. Had a bunch of wine gums as well. So yeah, should be good. Dawdler. Hopefully the presentation hasn't started yet.
So I hope everybody's here.
From the Elevate RT, Ellen Reynolds. Platform Vive La Velo, ladies and gents. Joanna Brewis. I'll wait for you to take that.
You'll all have to get back to this.
From Hook Watch Shop, ladies and gents, John Archibald. I'm going to hand over now to the RTTC award. A bit smoother. Sorry guys.
Two from Royal Sutton CC. FTP Fulfil the Potential race team is low platform Viva La Velo, Joanna Brewis. From Hood Watch Shop is John Archibald.
To get some actual food down me. Apparently shaking the car park special. Yes, please. Rob made me think I was going to miss the presentation, so I piled all my shit in the car. Now I need to sort it out before I go home. Sorted out the car, went for a wee, and 3 hour drive home. Just had a little chat with the organiser, and he was the one who set me off, so held the bike up, and he said oh, look at the size of those calves, he should be a track rider. He's definitely not going to win today. Yeah, didn't win. Got my fifth as expected. But one of the riders dropped out, Will Loudon. He didn't show up on the day, and Dylan Griffith, another Bottrell rider, he beat me on the day. But me, Rob, and Dylan were all within the space of a minute. Rob was a long 1:32, and me and Dylan were long 1:33. So yeah, we secured the team prize, which was good. If Will Loudon showed up, it would have been hotly contested with Hoob Watch Shop, but he didn't, so we were able to secure that team prize, which is nice. Able to go on the podium, even though I didn't get the individual podium. But fifth for a course that really doesn't suit me. Yeah, that's really good. And I really enjoyed it out there. Like these hills don't suit me, but I had a really good time with it. And like the descent sections, I felt confident, like taking good lines and feeling stable on the bike. And it was crosswindy a lot, but yeah, felt relative. I had a few times where the wind would chop my front wheel, but generally it was pretty good, and an extremely well run event by Beacon RC. So massive thanks for them, as it's like a 64k course with some corners that unless you had the GPX open on your Wahoo, you're gonna miss those corners. So I'd revised the course a fair bit, so I knew what I was looking for. But at the end of the day, you just need to see that marshal coming up and go, okay, this is where the turn is. And yeah, fantastically run event, and yeah, like I said, really enjoyed it. Not sure what power wise, not sure if it was a good performance from me, but first one longer than 25 and first hilly event, so can't complain with that. I'll definitely sign up for. I've been holding off signing up, but I'll sign up for the RTTC 50 mile champs. Not sure about the 100. 100 is a long way. Might wait until to forget about the saddle sores from today before I sign up for the 100, but definitely do the 50 at the end of the month. Jo Brewis, the rider from my club last year, she secured the win, which was really nice. So having a chat with her and Ben, which is always good. Then meeting the teammates for the first time, Rob Francis, Dylan Griffith, really nice blokes. Good photos on the podium with their dog Cosmo, with Rob's dog Cosmo. So that was cute. Good chat with John Archibald afterwards, as per usual. I corner him and get him talking about some stuff. And I was assuming he'd be doing. I feel like this course is a really good prep for the BC champs. So I asked him if he was doing that, but he's not actually planning on doing it. So because that's a rolling course with some really steep pitches that are similar to today. So I thought he was doing this as prep for that, but he's not planning on doing it, but he is planning on doing most of the national championships, maybe not the 25, but so I definitely see him there. Even out the terrain a bit, make it a bit of a more of a fairer match, because he absolutely destroyed us today. Like I did like 132 high, John put like 7 or 8 minutes into me. He was 126. I was an hour in, going well, overtaking lots of people, and I went hard. I probably went off harder for that first lap. So I just finished that first lap, finished the climb, and Storming Archibald comes past me. But yeah, John's a different animal. But I'm not suited to this type of terrain, so I'll keep training, keep working hard, and then for the flatter, I mean, the National 10's not a flat course, but it's more straightforward, just an out and back. So, and the National 25 is a flatter one. So same with the 50. So I'll give it my best shot. Try and get a national title this year. It's not going to be easy, but I don't want it to be easy. I wouldn't want to. I want John to be there if I get a national title. I want to do it fair and square, and having that rider to look up to, an ex-pro, extremely strong rider like John, like Dan. It's inspiring, really, and it makes you want to get better. Happy with this first time pinning on the armbands and a national number, and yeah, came wearing the team prize and had a good ride. Feel like I could have left it all out there. There was a couple of times where I should have just got on the gas. Maybe I didn't even need that water bladder, like Rob was saying. But Rob was saying that this first hill, yeah, you'll be fine. It's not even that steep. I get to this hill and I'm like, oh my god! I stick it in the 40-29 or whatever my lowest gear is, and I'm still grinding up that hill at high 400s, low 500 watts. And Dylan and Rob were both 50, and John were 58.2 one by today. I'm like, I stuck it in my lowest gear, and all I was thinking was, these guys running one by, that's nuts. But they all beat me today, so I wonder what Pedden run. George Pedden was the guy who came second, Rob Francis came third, Dylan Griffith came fourth, John won, and then I was fifth. So I wonder if George ran some sensible gears, or if he was grinding away with the 58 tooth as well. Wonder if Spin Date is going to put me in the bin again, but yeah, fifth at a nationals, that really doesn't suit me. That's pretty good, and I was less than a minute off the podium, I think. 58 seconds behind Rob. Maybe I could have made that back up on the second lap, where I feel like I maybe didn't push as hard as I could have done, but it's my first long one, and yeah, like not suffering, but saddle sores, a little bit saddle sores by the end. I feel the times that I went for the water bladder, they might have slowed me down, and it wasn't very efficient. So things to think about for the 50 and potentially the 100. But yeah, all in all, a really good day, and great presentation. Like great organisation today, and yeah, really enjoyed it actually. Really enjoyed the climbing and the descending. So it's not just out and back flat TTs that I can do. Although I am lots better at those relative to, just because of my physiology. Because I'm a track rider. I am planning on doing track riding this winter though.